All right, guys, we are live. Welcome to Tuesday's live broadcast. So today I'm coming to you live at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. This is also going to be a short broadcast, but I want to kind of dive into today's topic. And today's topic is going to be basically we're going to be talking about Facebook advertising. We're going to be talking about Facebook ads. We're going to be talking about basically how you can go ahead and set up basically just to set up your Facebook ads account. And obviously I'm not going to dive too deep into this. If you want some more tutorials on this or you want some one-on-one coaching, this is something you're going to have to email my team at Emmanuel at rizresults.com, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with this. But like I said, this is something you're going to have to email my team about. But first thing first is before you go ahead and get started, is I want to go ahead and see here. Let me. We're using a new broadcast software because as of the last time I did a broadcast, you guys pretty much mentioned and brought up to me like, "Hey, Emmanuel, um, we were not able to, the audio, the video quality was kind of a little bit jacked. So today I'm pretty much going to be going ahead and trying to see if this is going to be a little bit better. So just go ahead and let me know, guys, if this is something that actually is working. So let me go ahead and share my screen. So before we're going to get started, you need a business manager account. So what you want to do is you want to just go ahead and you can go ahead and type in here where it says create a Facebook business manager. And when you type in create a Facebook business manager, you go ahead and have access to basically it's just going to prompt you to a few prompts as to what you can, what you should do here, which is just follow the step by steps and create one. And if you need help creating one, if you need help getting a Facebook business manager set up, you can go and just email me at emmanuel@results.com. And if you are a paid high level member and you use the link in the description, I'm gonna post that link in the description. I don't think it's in the description right now, but if you use the link in the description, then we'll go ahead and pretty much jump in with you and help you set up your account. But once again, you have to sign up with the Grow High Level with the link in the description. If there's no link in the description to sign up, you can also email me at emmanuel@rizresults.com. So once you've gone ahead and gotten the sign up process pretty much all done and taken care of, what you're going to do is let's go ahead and this is not the one I was looking for. Let's go ahead now. This is the interesting thing about going live. When you go live, you got to be pretty much careful about what you're sharing out there. But this is all right. Perfect. Let's go ahead and share this tab instead. Okay. So perfect. So once you create your account, I'm just going to kind of give you a walkthrough. This is what's called the ads manager. So the ads manager is where you can create your ads directly. This is where you can go ahead and create the ads for your target audience, whatever your target audience is. You can go ahead and create one here. Now, a lot of people when they create the ads don't know what their messaging is. They don't know who it is that they're targeting. They don't know who it is that they want to basically see their message. Now that is something in which, let's say we're going to use insurance as an example here. I want to go ahead and create an insurance ad, a life insurance lead generation ad, because I want to go ahead and generate life insurance leads. Okay, so I want to go ahead and generate life insurance leads. Now, since I want to go ahead and generate life insurance leads, I need to know who my target market is. I need to know who my target audience is. I need to know who I'm targeted. Now, the easiest leads to generate for a lot of people are the seniors, where they target the final expense. But usually, what ends up happening is you generate those leads, and then you find out that hey, they're low on budget or they don't qualify medically, so you have to target more of a younger demographic. Now, targeting the younger demographic, you have to think about it from a perspective as to what is going to make them click. What is going to make them give you the information? What is going to make them, relate with you? One of the things I always tell people is this: is if you want to target the younger demographics, try to create content. When you create content, a lot of them are actually, like watching this YouTube video. They are on social media consuming content. This is where you're going to find them if you want to target a younger demographic. But we're just going to be creating a generic ad. I want to just show you how to create an ad. If you need anything more tailored, like I said, email me at emmanuel@rizresults.com. We'll give you a coach and a walkthrough as to how you can do it and go ahead and get it set up for yourself. Okay. So now as we go ahead and go back into the ads manager account here. So once everything is all set up here, you've set up your billing. It's very important to set up your billing. It is very important to make sure that your ad account settings, it's all pretty much set up. Everything's all pretty much squared away. So here you have the campaigns, ad sets, and ads. I want you to think about it from three perspective of think about it of a hierarchy, right? So the main hierarchy here is a campaign hierarchy. And then in the campaign hierarchy, you have what's called ad sets. Okay. So you have ad sets, and then you have ad sets. So this is basically you have the grandparents, you have the parent, and then in the ad sets, you have the children, right? So Same thing. So the reason why you want to do different ad sets is you gives you the ability to do different targeting. Okay, it gives you the ability to basically do to target people based off of, you can target people based off of, if you want to target demographics. If you want to launch something completely different, you can do it from a ad set level. Now there's multiple ways to launch Facebook ads. There's multiple tutorials out there. Now am I a Facebook ads expert? I like to think that I am, but I'm not really a Facebook ads expert. This is just something that I watch a few tutorials on YouTube, and I've spent tens of thousands of dollars launching running Facebook ads campaigns, and we've been able to use it to grow my personal business. We were able to use it when I was selling insurance to basically write policies. We are able to use this skill set. So is it going to work? Yes. Is it going to be like, this? A lot of people are going to disagree and agree with the methods. It's honestly up to you to take it with a grain of salt. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it here. So we want to go ahead and create a new campaign. So when you click create campaign, you're going to need a Facebook page. Very important. So you have the sales, the leads, the engagement, app promotion, traffic, awareness. So think about it as Facebook basically ranks them. Okay. Facebook basically ranks them in order of importance. Okay. Facebook ranks them in order of importance. What is most important to you? Right? Sales, right? Do you want leads? Do you want engagement? Do you want app promotion, traffic? Now, traffic is just, you just get a bunch of people to show up. Now, the way the algorithm works is it's not necessarily sending you the most highest converting people. It's just basically giving you good numbers as far as, hey, I had 20,000 people show up on my website. But what's the point of having 20,000 people show up to your website if 20,000 people don't buy? That to me just sounds like something that I like to call a good old waste of money. Now, I know if you're watching this, then you're not in the business of wasting money. And also, guys, just let me know what you think. Today is basically because remember, we're doing a 100-day live, guys. We're doing a 100-day live. And today is basically Technical Tuesday. So the reason I'm calling it Technical Tuesday is because we just get technical. Okay, so we just get technical. There's marketing money Mondays. There's technical tutorial Tuesdays, and then Wednesday. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to do Wednesday because tomorrow's Wednesday. But we're gonna go ahead and come up with that. But let's say we want to go ahead and create a leads campaign. All right, you want to generate leads. Now, just a note. If you're running final expense campaigns, more than likely, because a lot of people who watch me are also insurance agents as well. So if this is kind of a little bit tailored to a specific audience, that's fine. I'm gonna get to you, but I still pay attention because there's going to be nuggets on here. I mean, like I said, I'm going to condense it and keep it very, very short because this is just a brief, short tutorial, nothing too crazy. So we're going to click create a leads campaign. We're going to click create a campaign. Now, when you come up here, you're going to have the campaign name. Most people name it towards your target audience. So who you targeted. So let's say I'm targeting, let's say, what's a good thing? Let's say, parents. All right. It's a very generic one. Let's get specific, but let's just keep it as, parents. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and parents. What's a special occasion? Like I'm creating this off the top of my head, so there's no research that came into it. I want you guys to kind of join it with me because that's the reason why I'm going live. There's no scripted, nothing. So parents in the states of Florida. Florida is also very saturated as far as insurance agents. Just be very, anything that has to do with sales reps. There's a lot of them in Florida and California. So special ad categories. So special ad categories is basically if you are running anything that's a credit campaign, a housing, employment, or you're doing anything political. So if you're doing political, then yes, you want to go ahead and select this. If you don't select it, what's going to happen is the reason why. What's the difference is this basically gives you. It thinks about it as a perspective of you have limited targeting options. What does that mean? That means you can't really like say, I want this specific group of people. I want a specific group of people. When you select this campaign, you have to market to all. You have to pretty much advertise to all people that Facebook offer you. Facebook basically gives you who to target. That's one. And then two, if you don't specify credit and you put anything like 0.0%, 4%, something like that, little keyword triggers, Facebook instantly goes, okay, this person here is not following the terms of guidelines, and then boom, they shut your ad down. You don't want Facebook to shut your ad down. Auction type, basically, this is basically auction. The word auction is just basically you're basically to bidding, right? We're all basically bidding. So it depends on the competition that you have. A/B testing, you can leave it as it is. Some people use advanced campaign budget plus. So it was called CBO, campaign budget optimization. Facebook just changes things on a million basis. So when you select things here, what does that mean? Remember when I said you had you had your basically the grandparents, and then you had the parents, and then you had the parents that had their own kids, right? So usually you can control your budget, how much you spend on a daily, weekly, or however you want to set it, from the parents, All right. But when you select advanced campaign budget optimization, now you control your spending from the grandparents. All right. So the campaign controls it instead of the ad set, rather. Okay. So as we dive a little deeper, let's go ahead and see how this is going. Okay, it looks there's less lagging, which is what I like here. All right, so we go ahead and say we can select this from a daily budget, or we can select this on a lifetime budget. Now, I like to think about this: what is the most amount of money that you're willing to spend in a 30-day period? If I'm willing to spend $900 in a 30-day period, I divide that by two, by 30. That gives me my daily budget of $30. Right? Your average cost per lead, it depends on how good your compelling your offer is, but I usually don't start anything for less than 30 to 40 bucks. I'm, 1,000. What's the most amount of money you're willing to spend over a 30-day period for consistently for 90 days? That's always what I recommend. Because what's going to happen is the first week or 2 weeks of your ad is going to be horrendous. You're going to see the highest cost per impression. You're going to see it's going to be the most expensive for you to advertise. So what you want to do pretty much for the most part is you want to kind of you want to make sure it's something you can be consistent in. I always like to say this is the most consistent advertisers when other ones that come and drop, a few $100 and then they don't see results and then they quit, right? That's one thing you got to pay attention to. So we select the daily budget, we show more options, ad scheduling. So let's say you're running a mom and pop shop. This is why I said this is not specific for insurance agents, right? So let's say you guys are only open 7 days a week, right? You open 7 days a week. You have your calendar, right? You open from Monday or 5 days a week, Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., right? You can go ahead and set your ad to really run for this specific time if that's what your time is, because this is ideal if you want to be answering the phone. Let's say you want people to call you or message you, but they're only able to call and message you during office hours. This is where it gets very, very important that you go ahead and select that for the most part. Okay. So as we proceed further, all right, let's say you have that set up. You click next, and then you come up here. So this is where think about the conversion location as far as the journey, right? So remember, if you paid attention to day 6, I showed you the front end, which is the ad that people see, right? So when someone clicks that ad on the front end, right? So they click on your ad, your creative, your image, whatever it is, they click on that. Where do they go afterwards, right? What is the next connection step? Where do they go? Do you want them to go directly to your website? All right, www dot, or do you want them to go directly to a form? Okay, so say they go to a form where they fill out your name, email, and phone number, or do you want them to go to message you on Instagram? I don't recommend doing Instagram ads. Some people do it. Don't do Instagram ads. Do you want them to pick up the phone and call you? Right? Do you want to call? What is the journey? Where do you want them to go? That's very important. So, what's the next step in the journey, right? The next step in the journey is most people use instant forms, because the reason why a lot of people use instant forms is because Facebook, for what it's worth, Facebook did not want people to leave the platform. All right. Think about it from a perspective as to Facebook do not want people to leave the platform. Facebook wants people to stay on the platform. Facebook do not want people to go from, point A to point, to leave the platform. So the more you can keep the people that respond to your ad on Facebook, the more it is that you're going to kind of get into a perspective where um, you will get a lower cost per lead, because Facebook one already has the data on that person, so it's easier and cheaper for you. So hence instant forms. And then here, maximize number of leads, or do you want to get maximize number of conversion leads? So it's just basically based off of intent, all right? So, but also just think about it, it's also going to cost more money. So this is going to be the cheapest, and this is going to be the most expensive. It's up to you. So we can leave it here if you want to be cheap. A lot of people want to be cheap, so we'll leave it for cheap. Now, here I've already accepted to the terms of conditions of the page, but a lot of people, Facebook initially when you saw advertisers will present here the terms of conditions for advertising. People don't read it. I recommend you read it. Just basically says, you know, you can't a few things, the do's and don'ts, and then obviously create your Facebook page. This is very easy and very simple to do. All right, and then as we consider here, show more options. When you get charged, you charge based off of impressions, and then here you can come up here and select your schedule as far as when do you want the campaign to end. If I say I want this campaign to start at, it's 4:46 right now in the morning. Let's say I want this campaign to start at 5:46, and I set an end date for 90 days from now. So let's say October 24th, something like that. At 12 a.m. That's when I want this campaign to start. Some people do set it ended, some people don't. It's all up to you. Depends on whatever your allowable budget is. All right. Or you can just don't set an end date and then you can manually do that. Now, audiences, this is just basically the data that you are feeding Facebook for custom audience. Do you want to create a custom audience based off? I'm going to cover that later, and this is basically going to be covered on a one-on-one personal basis. I also have a Facebook ads course as well. Um, I don't believe we have that accessible to the public. I'm going to talk to the team to see if we do, but you would think that we would have it accessible, but it's something that we just kind of kept private and basically internal. But if you want to go ahead and get access to the course as well, just go ahead and email Emmanuel@risingresults.com, and then we'll go ahead and I'll let you know basically how to get access to the course. You can email me. There should be also a link in the description as well. If it's not there right now on the live, it will be there probably by the end of the day today, for those of you who are watching this later on in the afternoon, because obviously it's 4 a.m. in the morning. And if you, I mean, I have 200 people that are here with me. Thanks a lot, guys, for being up at 4 a.m. in the morning, because I honestly make the lives. I don't really expect anyone to watch them when I make them. um, I just make them so that the algorithm basically keeps the channel alive. All right. So you basically select your audiences and then location. So think about it. If you are in your business, what area do you serve? Right. So most people, it's very important here to see. It says people who basically live or recently lived in this location. Now that's very, 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 very. What's the word? Very, very broad. So now let's see, let's look at it from a perspective here. So you have the United States. Okay. Now it's very, very broad. The United States is a very, very broad target audience. You want to kind of be a little bit more specific. Okay. When I say want to be a little bit more specific, what states are you targeting? Okay. What states? Please add a location. Okay. And what state? What state? Let's say you're targeting the state of Florida, or you want to go for a zip code of something like that. So you can type in zip code, and you can use that zip code for your business, right? It's going to target a specific mile. I believe at this time it was 25 or 50 miles. Gives you access to an audience of 68,000, 700,000, 80,000 if you want to do that. And then you can also put, let's say you want to target another zip code of, uh, so, and then now you see, boom. So we can select different locations that we want to pretty much target here. So, and then you can also, if you want to exclude, you can go ahead and exclude that location as well. Now, since we're going to be targeting people between the ages, I haven't seen a really decent conversion rate from anyone in the 18-year-olds, but I usually like to start at around 32 and keep it right there around 55, something like that, because you want people that are still working, not retired yet. And now all genders, I'm going to tell you this: a lot of your clicks are going to come from, most people see a very decent conversion, because a lot of females will click on this because it's you. Life insurance is an emotional sale. Now it depends on whatever your business is. You could be selling credit. It all depends on whatever it is that you're running for your business. You can go ahead and select what gender you believe works specifically for you and your target audience, and in your business, right? So you can go ahead and click all genders. Detail targeting just basically means, you know what, hey, I limited Facebook by basically, and it's giving us this note here that ad campaign might get 0 leads. It's just a disclaimer, but usually you will get leads. Now you can say advantage detail targeting. It's like, hey, basically all this is saying is Facebook will expand further than the information that you gave it. It's going to be like, hey, I give you the permission to actually reach out to, more other people, not just in, that area. And in all languages, are you in Spanish? If you're running Spanish, yeah. If you're doing English, then you want to be specific as well. Okay. And then you come here and save this audience. Like I said, it's just a brief tutorial, brief introduction. And then here you have advantage placement. So what does advantage placement mean? It just means Facebook will place it in all of the platforms. Stories. People see it in their stories. They'll see it on their feed. They'll see it on the right hand on their Facebook screen here. That's basically what advantage placements mean. Now, some people do manual placements. All depends. But I would tell you this: if Facebook ends up finding out that, like, hey, you're not getting a good return if they show your ad on the right hand side, what will end up happening is they will stop showing your ads on the right hand side, and they will also start showing your ads on a uh different tier, basically, where your ads are performing much better. And this is all brand safety. You can set up all that stuff if you want to do it. So now we're going to next, which is, now remember, now we're going to be creating that ad. We're going to be creating the ad that people will see. Okay, we're going to be we're going to be creating the ad that people see. This is just basically look using the logo for this page. I created a generic page called Genuine Quoting, and then obviously even created a website because I wanted to kind of do a test. I was doing this to for the tutorials. Now, when you come up here as to are you doing a partnership ad, which means are you running an ad with a company? Are you part if you're partnering, then yes. If not, then you can leave that. Now here you can select your Facebook page if you want to. If you have an Instagram account, you can use an Instagram account, or you can connect one as well. I have a personal Instagram account. I'm not going to be using that because obviously I don't use that for insurance ads because that's not something that I am basically it's not something I'm running for the most part. Okay, so create an ad. Are you doing a single image? Are you doing carousel? I have personally used carousel. I didn't see good results from it. People do use carousel. I don't have any interest in using carousels. I just use either a single image or video. Now I'm gonna also be showing you guys how you can create. This is something that I share as to how you can use. Let's say you don't want to make a video of yourself because your camera is shy. I will show you how you can use artificial intelligence, AI, to create your video, voice the video for you, and edit the video. This is something that I do. Exclusive members of the Road to 30 coaching program. And to join the Road to 30 coaching program, click the link in the description, or you basically become a high level paid member, or you just go ahead and email us once you sign up. You can go ahead and join. It gives you access to one-on-one coaching, and as we grow, we'll obviously open it more to more and more, open more and more tools and resources as well. That's just something I launched just to kind of get you guys, because a lot of people are asking for help with this stuff, and I have a very finite amount of time. So I was like, hey, let's just go ahead and do this to be of value for the most part. So primary text here. So, we're going to target parents. You're like, okay, I don't know anything about Facebook ads. I've never written an ad before. I don't know like what it takes to create an ad. I mean, I don't even know how to run the target. I don't even know who's the right person to target. What do I do in this situation, Emmanuel? What do you recommend that I do? So for this, it's very, 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 very simple. Okay. So you are basically going to use a tool, an AI tool. Okay. And the AI tool you're going to be using is a tool called Chat GPT. If you haven't heard about Chat GPT, then you're probably living under a rock. So to use Chat GPT, you want to go to chat.openai.com. Chat.openai.com. Or you can go on Google right now and you can look up and Google Chat GPT. Okay. So I'm a paid member, so I have access to GPT 3.5 and GPT 4. Basically, think about it as basically an AI writer, an AI text generator, an AI. Basically, it has the ability to write text for you. So let's say, here my chat GPT is completely different because I'm using a prompt. I'm using an extension. Let me see if I can show you guys the extension here. Let me find that extension and I'll go ahead and pull it up for you. And the extension that I'm using right now is an extension called AIPRM. Okay. This is the extension right here. This is the extension right now I'm using. It's called AIPRM. And it's an AIPRM for ChatGPT. And basically, what this allows you to do is basically allows you to get access to those custom prompts that I have access to on even if you're paid or if you're on the free plan. You just go to Chrome if you're using Chrome, AIPRM. I don't know. I don't use any other browser, so I can't really assist you in that. If you do, wherever you get your extensions, they do have it there as well. But yeah, here we are. So all you can do is you just come up here, go in the search function, and type in Facebook ads. When you do, it's going to say the Facebook ads hook, the best artist targeting for Facebook ads, effective Facebook ads, text for advertisements, create the best ads. Um, let's see. And then this one here is Facebook ads primary text. You can look at the one that has the most reviews, the most eyeballs, which would be Facebook ads primary text headline and description. So we can use this one for instance, right? So then it's going to say insert your landing page. You can insert your landing page URL here if you want to, and then it just tells you what it does here. Let's see, Facebook ads campaign creator, great tool for affiliate partners, and then you can kind of look it up right there. Effective Facebook ads text, create the best ads for your advertisements right there. So here we click on this. I clicked on the Facebook ads text right there, and then what we're gonna do is just select this and say life insurance with parents for parents under the age of 45 who are looking for coverage in less than 10 minutes with a complete do it yourself process where they can simply buy online and get a quote in 30 seconds. Policy under 7 minutes. So you type that in, boom, and then here you go. No time to waste. Okay, see, it's writing it for me. Copy without emotion. So it's basically giving you two examples to basically it's using emoticons, which is emojis, and using one without emojis right here. Uh, and then here it's basically, writing it for you right there. Okay, no time to waste. Get a quote in 30 seconds. Protect your loved ones with our hassle-free online life insurance for parents under 45. Apply and get your policy in less than 7 minutes. And all you have to do is copy. So it's giving you basically different variations and different examples that you can go ahead and split test and use. Now, is this how I would write it? Not necessarily, but this is basically how it, you know, and then basically this is titled. Okay, it's going into Spanish now. So I guess whoever wrote this is a Spanish speaker. And then you can come up here and say no time to waste. You can kind of copy this if you want to use this. All right, but you can copy this, and we can come up here and we can paste it right here. Or you can come up here to the Facebook ad library.com /ad library. You can go to facebook.com /ads library. And when you go to facebook.com /ads library, all you have to do is let's come up here, share this tab, and you can kind of see what is working. Okay, so we see, I remember I always tell you guys filter, make sure you only use ads that are active and nothing from nothing over. Let's use that. Okay, so this is here. Are you on track for retirement? So this is they're offering a book. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this. I'm gonna cover how to do this in a later training. If you guys want to do this and learn how to do this, I'll cover this in a later tutorial. This is gonna be more or less an in-depth training. So you see here they're using life insurance for seniors. See if I qualify. This is for seniors, life insurance. This is using ethos. If you're selling ethos, you can go ahead and they give you creatives to use. But I say be a little bit more different. Don't be very generic. And here you have ethos, and here you have ethos, and then you have this guy here. Click learn more for a free life insurance quote today. Hashtag mortgage, hashtag owner, all right, Darrell, Donnell. And then you can listen to whatever it is that he's saying as well. Let's see what he's saying.
Here's how you can use life insurance to pay off your mortgage. It's called mortgage protection, and I set this up for clients all the time. Here's the example. Say you have a $500,000 mortgage that it takes 30 years to pay off. Well, you can buy a life insurance policy that matches the balance of the mortgage. So I would go to a company and say, hey, I want a 30-year term life insurance policy for 500,000, and it may not even cost me as much money in order to do this. So let's say an example that in the end of that 30 years, if I pay that mortgage off, then my life insurance policy would expire as well, and I don't have to pay it anymore. But let's also say that I'm 15 years into my mortgage and I pass away. Well, guess what? Now that life insurance policy is going to pay out $500,000 to my family to pay off the mortgage.
Now you pretty much get the gist. You can just make a video like that. This is a person, so people know, because if you're gonna be contacting them, you want it to be the difference between this, what he's doing, and what's in a from the lead vendors is one is it's personal, right? You're not just using a generic lead ad like this, right? Like you respond, they actually see your face when you get on the phone with them or you get on Zoom. They're like, oh yeah, I saw your ad. You want to make things as personalized as possible because that's the name of the game right now. Like if I do an ad right now, thousands of people are going to click and be like, oh yeah, I watch about, we have 10,000 monthly listeners on the podcast on a monthly basis. And I'm like, oh hey, I listen to your podcast. They already know me. You want people do business with people that they like and they trust. So do I recommend you do this? Absolutely. I would recommend you make a video like this. This is better, much better, because see, she's also doing the same thing too here, right there. make a video. If you're targeting your audience, you can go ahead and use your audience. I was going to show you guys how to use artificial intelligence to create an image as well that you can use, but we're just, like I said, we're just kind of doing a little bit of copy and paste. You can play around to see what works for you. So we copy that and we come up here and we paste it right here. Now, if you're looking for and you're saying, hey, okay, so now where do I get the image? Because there's a short headline. If you need a headline, you can also have ChatGPT write it for you. This is going to be just we're doing basically brief, short tutorials as well. So, but the main important thing here is so protect your family in less than 45 seconds, something like that. Okay, and then you can add a description as well. So if we come up here to a tool called Canva, okay, I want you to kind of look at this. So you can come up here to Canva, create a design, and then you just say you look at search for the design. Go to canva.com, canva.com, and you go ahead and have access to this. And you go ahead and use it to kind of create your Facebook ad. All right. So now we're going to create a Facebook ad. It's going to give you templates. It's going to give you like an example that you can use right here. You have Facebook ads right here. So if you wanted to create yours, you can come up here and create a Facebook ad um, template. All right. But as you see here, it looks very what's the word? I'm not going to go into creating one just for the sake of it's just going to take forever to do that. To do that, those take a little longer. But what I am going to do is you can go to Canva, find an image, and you can edit that. There's a few tutorials on YouTube that you can watch. I'm not doing a YouTube tutorial just because that's not something that oh, that's cool, that I want to do for today. That's going to be a future video, and that's something you get private training to if you want to go ahead and learn how to do that. But what I want to do is I want to share with you a tool. This is called Midjourney. You can go to midjourney.com, okay, and we can go to use an AI creator. So you can see I use artificial intelligence to create an actual image. I wish I can. Let me see if I can zoom into this. An image of me. Look at this. This is an image of yours truly. This is probably going to be my new profile picture. This is an image of yours truly. Okay, this is so cool. That's an image of yours truly. Okay, but there's a few AI stuff that went into the creation of the creating the whole process there. But um, what we're gonna go ahead and do right now is which I'm kind of stoked, by the way, because I didn't know it just finished doing that. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and go to Midjourney. Okay, when you go to Midjourney, you can go ahead and do a direct message. There's a few tutorials on YouTube. Like I said, guys, I'm just doing this live to kind of show you how you can do it. And you can just go ahead and say click slash and imagine a a family. Let's say we need something emotional. A mother, son standing, mourning the loss of the father. Let's see, 4K resolution, realistic photo. So what is gonna happen right now is we're gonna have ChatGPT, not even ChatGPT, this AI tool, which I am still kind of like stoked, by the way, that it was able to create this. This image was not me behind the scenes, like behind an elephant. I just needed a what is the word? I needed a I wanted a brand, and one of the brand behind the family insignia, basically our family name is the elephant. So the elephant's kind of a big thing. So I wanted basically an elephant, and I was like, all right, create the image. Boom, it created it and added a photo of me, which is, I would say, is pretty insane. Okay, but here you see here the AI is basically building a realistic photo. Okay, it's drawing it, it's designing it, it's making this photo that we can use for. You see, so now we have it here. We have a photo here. We have this, and then you just type the one that you want, and it's gonna make it bigger, and then we can go ahead and download like this. All right, so we're just go ahead and let's see here, and then save images, and then we save that image, and then we can come back into our Facebook Ads Manager. You can see that was as easy as that. We had an image completely done. And we come up here to our ads manager, and we need an image. So we're going to go ahead and delete this, add media, add image. And there's also a few other AI tools as well that I can show you guys how to basically make basically your own uh, a video. You know, you can use it to basically make a AI generated video. But this is just, I just kind of want, I'm not launching the ad. I just kind of want to give you guys an example of, you know, the whole process and what it looks like. So this is the original, and there we go, and ta-da, and there we go, and then 3% lower cost per result. So it's enhancing, and it's kind of giving you a little before and after. You can do a 3D animation if you want to do a 3D animation right there, and done. And as you can see, okay, as you can see right here, we had an image. This was all done. The image was done by artificial intelligence. The ad copy was done by artificial intelligence. And like, if you guys want more in-depth training, you have to kind of join. If you want to join, the link is linked in the description. You basically join the private group. It's a paid group. You join the private group, and I will be doing this same live stream that I'm doing on this YouTube channel. I'll be doing this live stream in the group, private group. You jump on a Zoom call with me, and you can be like, hey, Manuel, how were you able to do that? How were you able to get the AI to do an image of you with the elephant in the background? Which, by the way, that is super cool, guys. Let me know what you think about that elephant in the background. But that, to me, is dope. Cool. But that's it. That's pretty much it for the end of the live stream, guys, today. I just wanted to kind of give you a brief walkthrough. And then once you've kind of had this all set up, um, we go ahead and set learn more here. We can go ahead and basically hit publish, and it will be pretty much done. It's just basically an intro to Facebook ads. Try it out. Let me know. Test it out. I'm also going to be doing later on the week. I'll be doing. There's a tool I found out about. I haven't researched it yet. I'm researching it, where you can use artificial intelligence. It will do it automatically. You don't. It's like it goes a way better step than this, where we have it write the image. It actually does the entire thing for you. I'm going to be releasing that as well, and I'm going to see if I can bring you a sneak peek as well. And I'm also going to be showing you guys how you can get access to it on that in the group as well, and also in the group for as of right now, as we grow our membership. We don't have too many members, but as we grow our membership, if you join in the founders program, I am doing a one-on-one private coaching, 1 hour each week, and I'll jump on with you on Zoom, separate from a group, and actually, guide you through how you can set it up as well. And you also have access to my staff to help you in areas in which you need help in. Okay, so there's a few other things here. Basically, creating a Facebook form. It's very self-explanatory as far as how to create a form. Just follow the step-by-step process, and when you're done, you basically click publish. I know you guys would like to see me publish a full ad, but I don't have an hour and a half to do one. Probably next week, or maybe tomorrow. Continue on from where I stopped to kind of give you guys kind of that example. But make sure to tune in live. Well, it's going to be super early again, but that's pretty much what I have for you. And it's a pleasure having everyone that was on with me here today be on. And you guys were awesome. And obviously, like I always say every time, enjoy.